Hey everyone, Cosmic Mango here, your favorite mango from outer space. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some truly awesome yet underrated commanders. So sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Let's check out these hidden gems. Number 1. Kosei, Penitent Warlord. A legendary creature, Ogre Samurai that costs 2 green and 1 generic mana to cast. It has 0 power and 5 toughness, and it says the following. As long as Kosei is enchanted, equipped, and has a counter on it, Kosei has, whenever Kosei deals combat damage to an opponent, you draw that many cards, and Kosei deals that much damage to each other opponent. So, starting the list off strong, Kosei is an excellent mono-green commander and can be built on a total budget if you wish. You don't need to break the bank with this green warlord. The strategy is simple yet highly effective. Attach Kosei with an enchantment, equipment, and a counter, and reap the benefits, as every time you deal combat damage to an opponent with Kosei, you will draw cards and deal damage to each other opponent. Super good. So much value. Great fun and highly enjoyable for those combat damage lovers. This commander can make an excellent Voltron commander should you wish to follow this path. The larger his power, the more damage and card draw you will likely dish out. I think it's pretty important to attach Trample onto this legendary samurai, as it's going to massively help us get that combat damage through and connect with an opponent. Focus on perhaps low to cast auras and equipments so as to easily start getting the game plan rolling. Thankfully, there are a massive variety of cards to choose from when building this commander, from expensive to total budget, so you can really enjoy brewing with this one. Here are 2 great card options that you could utilize with this commander. The first one is Rancor, an enchantment or a spell that costs 1 green mana to cast, and it says the following. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+0 and has trample. When this aura is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, return it to its owner's hand. So, Rancor is one of those cards that I feel like a lot of people have laying around in their collection somewhere, which makes it perfect if you're wanting to build a Kosei deck. Throw it in, it's going to do wonders. There is so much good card text slapped onto this gem, and it only costs 1 total mana to cast. It's wonderful and gives us that trample that we need. Another great card is Snake Skin Veil, an instant spell that costs 1 green mana to cast, and it says the following. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, it gains hexproof until end of turn. So not only is this a great card that can easily give our commander a +1/+1 counter, it also can act as a superb means of protection. Best of all, it's a totally budget-friendly card to buy at around 35 cents, which is very cool. Overall, if you're looking for an underrated but highly enjoyable mono-green commander, then Kosei Penitent Warlord is a great choice. And you can buy this commander for around 50 cents. Number 2. Zurzoth, Chaos Rider. A legendary creature devil that costs 1 red and 2 generic mana to cast. He has 2 power and 3 toughness and says the following. Whenever an opponent draws their first card each turn, if it's not their turn, you create a 1/1 red devil creature token with, when this token dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. Whenever 1 or more devils you control attack 1 or more players, you and those players each draw a card, then discard a card at random. Okay, Zurzoth Chaos Rider stands out as a very unique commander in Magic, and it is totally underrated. This is thanks to its ability to create devil tokens whenever an opponent draws cards outside their turn, which is surprisingly a common occurrence in Commander. This fuels an aggressive swarm-based strategy, flooding the battlefield with lots of 1/1 devils that deal damage even when they die. Very chaotic, very fun. Zurzoth also provides card filtering by letting you draw and discard whenever your devils attack. While this isn't pure card advantage, it keeps your hand fresh and synergizes with Madness, Reanimation, or Graveyard strategies, which are all fun and powerful deck paths. If you wish to take those paths, it's worth doing. Another thing worth noting is that our opponents also have to draw and discard, which can hinder their plans, as they may have to be forced to discard a card that's very good. However, it also can help their strategy as well, so be careful when choosing who you attack with your little devils. Another thing is, yes, you are discarding at random, so you might accidentally throw away something that you really want. It's worth thinking about that. Here's a cool card to combine with this commander, and it is Ritty Roastmaster, a creature spell that costs 1 red and 2 generic mana to cast, and it says the following. Alliance. Whenever another creature you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Keeping in theme with devils, Ritty Roastmaster is going to help roast our opponent's life totals down with each creature we have entering the battlefield. Overall, Zurzoth encourages a chaotic, fast-paced playstyle that blends aggression with political maneuvering, making it a fun and powerful choice among mono-red commanders. Highly unique. You can buy this commander for around 60 cents. Number 3. Gorion, Wise Mentor. A legendary creature human wizard that costs 1 blue, 1 white, and 1 green mana to cast. It has 3 power and 4 toughness, and it says the following. Vigilance. Whenever you cast an adventure spell, you may copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. So, any adventure spell lovers out there? Well, Gorion loves going on an adventure, doubling up all your favorite adventure spells. This is both powerful and wonderful to pilot. For those who may not know what an adventure spell is, it's a special type of instant or sorcery card that is linked to a permanent card, typically a creature, artifact, or enchantment. When cast, an adventure spell allows players to cast the associated permanent from exile after the adventure resolves. So it offers a lot of value and can really lay an impact on commander tables. Gorion gives us access to 3 wonderful colors, which means we have a large variety of excellent adventure spells to choose from. He is such an underrated, underplayed commander and definitely deserves to see more play. Gorion is a simple commander to build around, and it directs you in the right path to play. Follow the adventure route, double up your spells, and enjoy the fireworks. There are so many great adventure spells that come to mind when aiming to build this deck. Spells such as Beanstalk Giant and Bramble Familiar are going to be a lot of fun to double up in this deck. Here's another 1 card though that I really recommend running with this commander, and it is Lucky Clover, an artifact spell that costs 2 generic mana to cast, and it says the following. Whenever you cast an adventure, instant, or sorcery spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. So yes, even more copies for us with this wicked cool artifact in play alongside Gorion. Things are going to get extra spicy very quickly. Plus, this card only costs like 35 cents to buy, making it super budget friendly. Overall, if you're looking for a rather unique deck and enjoy the adventure mechanic, then Gorion Wise Mentor is an exceptional choice, and you can buy this commander for around 50 cents. Hey everyone, if you're loving these spicy commanders, do me a solid, smash that like button and hit subscribe. Every click helps the algorithm send these underrated gems to more players who need them. Now, back to the list. Number 4, Alando. Alaundo? It's either Alando or Alando. I'm probably pronouncing it completely wrong. But anyway, yes, Alaundo the Seer, a legendary creature, human shaman that costs 1 blue, 1 green, and 2 generic mana to cast. He has 3 power and 5 toughness and says the following. For tap, draw a card, then exile a card from your hand and put a number of time counters on it equal to its mana value. It gains when the last time counter is removed from this card. If it's exiled, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. If you cast a creature spell this way, it gains haste until end of turn. Then remove a time counter from each other card you own in exile. Okay, yes, I know, a lot of card text on this one. It almost feels like reading a page from a book, but darn, it is such a great commander. Perhaps the excessive text here deters players from wanting to give Alando a chance. Shame, because this underrated commander can be fantastic. So yes, this commander can be a real powerhouse. His ability to let us draw a card and then exile a card with time counters on it makes things highly interesting. Focus on finding ways to quickly deplete these time counters, and you're going to be casting very large spells for very little effort, propelling you way ahead of opponents. For example, combine Joyra's Time Bug with this commander, and things can get very good for us. Being able to bypass massive mana costs is an incredibly fun and strong ability to pilot in Commander. If you enjoy explosive turns, this commander is a great choice for you. The longer Alando sits on the board, the scarier his presence becomes, Players will likely try to remove him as soon as possible once they know how the deck operates, so make sure to add protection to him, keep him safe, and watch the chaos unfold. It's also worth noting that if we utilize spells that can untap Alando, we can really take massive abuse of his powerful tap ability. For example, Kyora's Follower is a very good card here. Overall, this is a highly underrated commander that doesn't see much play, but can be a real force on the commander table once he gets going. What do you all think of this commander? Let me know in the comments below. You can buy this commander for around 50 cents. Number 5, the final commander on my list today. Tazri, Beacon of Unity. A legendary creature human warrior that costs 1 white and 4 generic mana to cast. It says the following. This spell costs 1 generic mana less to cast for each creature in your party. For 2 generic mana or 1 blue, and 2 generic mana or 1 black, and 2 generic mana or 1 red, and finally 2 generic mana or 1 green, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal up to 2 clerics, rogue, warrior, wizard, and or ally cards from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So another commander with a lot of card text here. Maybe one of the reasons these commanders are so underrated and underplayed is because players can't be bothered reading longer text on cards. Who knows? But anyway, yes, Tazri is sweet. She excels as a commander that focuses on party creature types. As a commander leading the party tribe, she offers great card advantage with her activated ability. Shifting through 6 cards and being able to pick up the 2 cleric, rogue, warrior, wizard, and or ally cards from among them and put them into your hand is very cool. Though perhaps not the strongest commander available in the format, Tazri offers a home for anyone who enjoys the party creature type. Mix and match your favorite clerics, rogues, warriors, wizards, and or allies and see how the deck performs. It's bound to be fun. You can even choose to focus on just one of these tribes if you wished. Here's a must-play card for this commander in my opinion, and it is Alaundo the Seer, a legendary creature human rogue that costs 1 black, 1 white, and 1 generic mana to cast. She has 3 power and 3 toughness and says the following. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast cleric, rogue, warrior, and wizard spells from the top of your library. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a full party, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and those creatures gain Death Touch until end of turn. So yeah, Nalia is perfect when combined with Tazri, offering so much card text that we can benefit from. Plus, she's a rogue, which fits in within the party creature typing, which is very good. Overall, Tazri, Beacon of Unity is a pretty unique commander and can be a lot of fun to brew with. How would you choose to build this commander? Let me know in the comments below. And you can buy this commander for around $1. Okie dokie, so we've arrived to the end of the video. In conclusion, I hope that today I have shown you a great commander to brew. What do you think of the cards I've listed? Have any of you watching played these commanders listed or currently run a deck with them? Let me know in the comments below. I love reading your comments and always try my best to answer them all. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, check out the 2 other videos that should have popped up on the screen. Please could drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to keep updated for more of my future commander content. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, take care and goodbye.